Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. This is your love life reading for the first half of November. I have to say, I looked at this reading and once I laid out the cards and I was like, oh Capricorn, what are we going to do with you? If you're watching this and if you're not Capricorn, but you're watching this for, your Capricorn partner or someone that you're interested with, I feel sorry for you as well because you're probably waiting around for your Capricorn to get his or her act together. But let's have a look. That's enough of a preamble. Let's have a look at what the cards say. So the overriding energy for this reading is the Queen of Wands. And of course, as soon as I say that, someone starts doing fireworks outside. I hope it's not too bad and it doesn't interrupt the reading too much. So as I was saying, we have the Queen of Wands as the overriding energy of this reading. Now, a quick word about kings and queens that show up in readings. Even though it's the queen, the energy can apply to a man or a woman. Even if you're genderless, it can apply to you. The fact that a king comes up or a queen comes up, or I say he or she, that's not to discriminate against anyone. These readings are whether you're in a same-sex couple, if you're interested in the opposite sex, or if you're even in a genderless relationship and, you don't apply the masculine and feminine terms that we use. But those are how I read the energies. Otherwise, it would get very confusing. So just a quick note about that. So the Queen of Wands, whether you're a man or a woman, this could indicate your energy. Now, Capricorns are not wands. You guys are pentacles. You're the earth energy. So if this is you, if this energy applies to you, it shows a kind of need to socialize more, to get out more. I get the feeling like you want to meet people or interact with people more. If it's not you, this can show a desire for someone who has those properties, someone who is effortlessly charismatic, who attracts people to them. Larger than life and soul of the party type character, a social butterfly. And it could be Capricorn that this is the type of energy that you're being attracted to. Maybe you have someone like this in your life and you want them. That's who you're interested in. Maybe your partner is like this and your reading is about that person, or not about that person. The reading is for you, Capricorn, but that's the overriding energy. That's what you're being attracted to. And a lot of what's coming up is a struggle. It seems to be a struggle that's coming up. It seems like a part of you is very much wants to focus on a relationship or love. But then we have the whole Capricorn tendency of wanting to work on things on the practical side of life. I think that's changing though, but let's go through the cards and I'll tell you why I say that. So we have as the first card of the reading, the Two of Cups. It's beautiful energy, and whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're interested in someone, not interested in someone, whatever, your focus at the moment is on relationships. Now, it could be that a relationship is the problem, so that's why you're focusing on it, because you're like, I don't need this relationship, or I don't want it. I don't see that as the case though. I think this reading is geared more towards those that it's like they're trying to focus on other things, like I think the Capricorns that will resonate with this reading. You're trying to focus on other things, maybe on work, maybe on studies, maybe on anything practical, but your attention keeps getting pulled back to a relationship. Could be a specific relationship, so one that you're in, could be one that you've ended, could be one that you want to get into. And this is kind of inner struggle that's going on with you, like you want it, but then you don't want it. The reason I say that is you have the Page of Cups crossing the Two of Cups. Is there someone that you want to contact? Who do you want to send the message of love to? Or who do you want to get a message of love from? It's an obstacle. So I get the sense a lot of you want to reach out and send someone a message of love, but you can't for whatever reason. And it's not because of anything physical or of anything real. It's kind of rules and stuff that you've made up yourself. Oh, Capricorn, like I said, what are we going to do with you? But there's a reason for everything, and you also have your reason, Capricorn. You're so steady and you're so dedicated and you work so hard and you're all about the plan. Like, what are we going to do? This is where I want to be. Can't be in a relationship. It's going to push me off my plan. And I kind of feel that kind of struggle coming up. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's like you went through a time of planning You've planned, this is where I want to be. I'm sure you got the Three of Pentacles last time as well. But that energy has now moved into the past. So you're kind of clear on what you want. You've got a foundation. Whatever you've been working towards, you've hit that first level. You've got a good, strong basis for moving forward in your life. Now, this can be within a relationship. Maybe you've gotten over the initial hurdles of being in a relationship with someone. But I think because it's Pentacles and because of this whole struggle that I'm seeing within a relationship or about relationships, I think that's more to do with practical things in your life. I think you've been working towards something in your practical life, like work, studies, like as I said, and that's kind of under your belt now, like you've done that. It's time to move forward. So your present energy is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, the Keeper of Secrets. It's like she's whispering to you right now. She's whispering to you and trying to trigger your gut feeling, so you have that instinct. You kind of know what you should be doing in your love life, but you're keeping it a secret. I mean, the Page of Cups, that message of love, it may not even be for someone else. It may just be for you to acknowledge and admit in yourself that you miss being in a relationship, or you miss connecting with your partner, that you want that love, you want that relationship. And I think a lot of you want that. You want that intimacy, you want that connection with someone. And it's been missing from your life while you've been concentrating on other things. And it appears to be something that you really need right now. And the High Priestess is here to tell you to listen to your instincts. Listen to what it is that you want. Send that message of love to yourself if you have to. Give yourself that gift and understand what it is that you want in your love life right now. Have the Six of Cups in the future. Six of Cups I often see as the soulmates card. And I'll be honest with you, when the Six of Cups comes up in a reading, along with the Two of Cups, that often speaks to me about karmic relationships, past life relationships, twin flame connections. Either you'll be meeting someone like this in the future and they challenge you. They make you break all these rules that you have set up for yourself. So I'd say some of you Capricorns are about to meet someone. It's going to be like a divine partnership, a karmic relationship that's going to drag you in, pull you in, and make you reconsider all the very kind of stringent and strict rules that you've set upon yourself. For others of you, it could be someone coming back from the past. Six of Cups does talk about the past, not just past life relationships, but it can be like someone that we were in a relationship with before. Now, it may not be that they come back because it's crossed by the Page of Cups. So it may be that you contact them, that you get in touch with someone from your past. And even if you don't contact them, if there's nothing because they may be gone or with someone else now, depending on how long ago it was, you may just be thinking about this person, thinking about what you had with this person and, wanting that again. There's a lot of regrets, Capricorn, a lot of regrets in this reading. You have the Five of Cups in what crowns you. And if we look at this card, look at this guy holding his head in his hands, 3 cups toppled over in the grass. It's a card of regret. It's a feeling of missed opportunity. It's grieving over something that's been lost. So if we have the Six of Cups coming up in as a future energy, maybe it's the Five of Cups that leads to it. After all, it's a progression from the 5 to the 6. I know in the way I've got the cards laid out, the 6 comes first and then the 5. But the 5 is a crowning energy and the 6 is the energy that's going to be coming in the future. I always see the Two of Cups in the Five of Cups because as much as that person is crying over the 3 cups that are fallen over, there are always 2 cups that are being offered or 2 cups that are standing upright, just out of view of the person that is grieving or crying. And the Two of Cups is the first card of this reading. And as I've said, it's a relationship. It's a beautiful, caring, loving, supportive relationship connection. That's what you're being offered, Capricorn. You have that. It's right there for you at your disposal. Now, that's whether you're single or in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, I'm guessing that you've been pretty disconnected from your partner. You may not even have noticed it. You've been so bogged down with other things and other worries that you've not noticed that you've lost that spark or connection with your partner. You're starting to notice it now, though. If you're single, then yeah, this is definitely, you want a relationship so bad and it's being offered to you. It's coming in. You want it now. And I think that's probably surprising you as well. How much you want a relationship now. I don't think you wanted one before, but you do want one now. So as I was saying, in the Five of Cups, there is that relationship being offered to you. There's a very strong feeling, again, even off that card, like the way the cups are behind the man in the card. It seems like a relationship from the past. So if you've been regretting how a relationship went in the past, you may be given a second chance to fix that. Now, this is not to say that if you've had a bad relationship, you definitely have to go back to that person. You do not. This all depends on your own situation. Even though the energies are there, the broad energies, how they apply to you specifically, only you can know that. What I do know is in the feelings position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is one of the change cards. It's major arcana, major life changes. You have huge change taking place in how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people. What you want is different now. And I think that's what's taking you by surprise, that, what is it that I want? Why do I want this? It's like you kind of don't want to want it, but you want it. In the outside factors, we have the Five of Wands. So another 5 energy. 5 can be difficult. 5s can be difficult. Like you've already had the 5 of Cups in what crowns you. This is an energy that's coming in externally that affects your love life. And what I would usually say, and this could still apply to some of you, is you may find yourself having to spar or verbally maybe even argue with people or explain yourself. Like, why is it that you want this love life? It could be to do with work. I mean, it may be that there's some kind of power struggle or something going on at work, and you kind of think that that's where your attention should be. Not your love life, should be on work, should be in trying to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. I don't think it's that. I think it's more you having to defend your choices to do with your love life. Or you may think even that it's not worth it. There are too many obstacles to love, or there are too many obstacles to make it work in a relationship. Now, that's not true. That's not even correct. What I would tell you is the 5 of Wands energy, even though it's not plain sailing, any obstacles that come up, they're not actually obstacles. They're challenges. And you get satisfaction out of overcoming them. And you can overcome them. But it's just you talking yourself out of it. But that's going to happen less and less. That whole Wheel of Fortune and the feelings, that shows things are totally different now from what they were a month ago, 2 months ago. You've changed. What you want has changed. Hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Wands. There's that Wands energy again. If you look at the wand that's burning here, it looks very much like the one that's burning beside the Queen of Wands. You need some fire and excitement in your life right now. Many of you may be involved with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Or you may have strong fire energy in your rising or moon sign. Or maybe the person you're interested in does. But there's this need for... It's like you've been out in the cold, Capricorn. You've been out in the cold. You now want to come in and sit by the fire. And that's fine, and you can do that. Just stop talking yourself out of it. Just come inside and sit down by the fire. But yeah, you've got the 8 of Swords. You're trapped. Or you feel trapped. What I always say with the 8 of Swords is there are reasons for you to feel trapped. I'm not saying that you've just made it up. There are definitely things going on in your life that are making you feel trapped, and that why you cannot move forward in your love life. But they're not as bad as you think they are, especially not with the 5 of Wands energy coming in. You can overcome the obstacles. You can overcome what's holding you back. The woman's hands in this card, they're chained up. She's blindfolded, she's on her knees, and she's surrounded by swords. But the chains around her hands, they're tied so loosely, like she could take them off so easily. She could remove the blindfold. She could step through the swords. They're so widely spaced. She could free herself, and you can free yourself, Capricorn. Even if you can't make big changes right now, you can make small ones. Next up, we have the Page of Wands, and again, that Wands energy coming in. What I would say to you, even if you're not ready to send a message of love to someone, or you're not ready to take steps into dating or reconnecting at that kind of very deep emotional level with a partner, do it from a friend level. Now that sounds kind of strange, especially if you're in a relationship, but there are some things you can do together. Go on an adventure together. Spend the day together. Watch a movie together. There's reconnection that's available to you. Now, if this is with a partner in the past, maybe just send a message saying hi. It doesn't have to be like, I love you and I'm thinking about you. This is all about setting out on a new adventure. And you need this kind of excitement in your life right now. And I'm not trying to say like that people or relationships or partnerships are, like just there to make us feel excited or that type of thing. It's not that. It's not even that. It's just everything has just been so routine for so long. And a lot of you Capricorns have someone in your life that throws a spanner in the works. They're so totally different from you and what you like to do. They're in their level of excitement and enthusiasm for life, just for life. And you kind of need that. As much as I can see kind of like some of you like grumbling like, oh my God, that person's so irresponsible, or they need to be more dedicated or whatever. But inside you are kind of wishing that you were more like that. You wish you had that carefree nature. So even if you can't be like that, you want to be around someone like that. Now, for some of you, it may be that you are going to be more carefree. Maybe it's you that's kind of throwing off the shackles and deciding that, yeah, I want more fun. I'm going to be more fun. I'm going to embrace life a little bit more. That it's not just all about work. I'm going to be doing other things. Final card of the reading is a lovely one. It's the Temperance card. Moderation in all things, Capricorn. Moderation in all things. You can't just work. You can't just play. You need a bit of everything to restore balance and harmony in your life. No one's telling you to ditch the plan. No one's telling you to stop working towards your goals or your dreams. But now that the main hard work has been done, like with the Three of Pentacles, it's time to bring in other factors into your life. It's time to allow love back into your life. And I say allow because a lot of it feels like you've been blocking it yourself. And even if you think, but no, I've been dating or I've been looking for someone or, I've been trying to reconnect with my partner. I would say, have you? Have you really? And there's no blame attached to that. It's difficult to be all romantic and lovey-dovey when you're worried about paying the rent or you're about to lose your job or, you have finals. It's so difficult to concentrate on a relationship. You just cannot give it the attention that it might need. But it feels like whatever your focus was, your focus is not needed there quite as much.